Hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Thank you very much for being a time traveler. This is your prediction for January 2026. Keep in mind, it is a collective general reading, not individualized nor personalized to you. Messages may come through today that do not fully resonate. And if that happens, it's okay. It just means that one message is meant for someone else watching. So take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't. Be sure to check out your other placements. And if you don't know what your other placements are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all of that said, now let's begin. Suddenly got out of breath. We'll see if that shows up in your reading. Tapping into the Scorpio collective now for Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Scorpio need to know for January 2026? What do they need to know for January 2026? One more shuffle here. Thank you. In the heart of your spread, Ace of Cups. In the top row, Wheel of Fortune, Four of Cups, and the Two of Swords. Flanking the Ace of Cups is the Queen of Wands and the Seven of Cups. In the bottom row, you have the Seven of Wands, you have the Eight of Swords, and you have the Seven of Swords. Sneak peek now into February. King of Swords, Knight of Wands, and the Emperor. That leaves the Five of Cups, the Sun, and the High Priestess to the Page of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. Interesting spread. Okay. Looks like you're undecided about whether or not you want to repeat a cycle. This gives me the feeling I don't know if it'll be different this time. I don't know what this is for you. Let's begin to clarify. We're using the After Tarot deck to clarify the messages here. And they have a slightly different image. The cards in this deck have a slightly different image as well as meaning, but we'll go through them as necessary. You have bottom of the deck, Eight of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know if I want to work on this. I don't know if I want to do this again. All right, let's clarify this here for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements for January 2026. We are clarifying Wheel of Fortune, Four of Cups, Two of Swords, Queen of Wands, Ace of Cups, Seven of Cups, Seven of Wands, Eight of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Moon. Four of Cups is clarified by Temperance. The Two of Swords is clarified by the Six of Cups. The Queen of Wands is clarified by the King of Wands. Ace of Cups is clarified by the High Priestess. The Seven of Cups is clarified by the Five of Pentacles. The Seven of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Wands. The Eight of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Cups. And the Seven of Swords is clarified by the Ten of Cups. Bottom of the deck, February. Three of Cups, the Tower, the Ace of Wands. That leaves Justice, Nine of Cups, Three of Swords, and the Hangman here at the bottom of the deck. Well, it's definitely a relationship-based reading, whether this is professional, platonic, or romantic. I'm going to leave it up to you. For some of you, you have a person from the past returning. There's no other way for me to read this. For others of you, if it's not a person from the past, then you're interacting with an individual that reminds you of someone from the past or reminds you of the type of relationship that you had with someone from the past. So I guess we'll see how this plays out for all of us. As most of you know, I am a Scorpio moon. I'm going to take this as a past person. He's not really a past person. He's my existing person, but we've had some issues lately. So for me, just looking at it, I can say, okay, that's him. For others of you, it could be someone new. But again, the initial connection with the individual, whether they're professional, platonic, or romantic, is very reminiscent of one that you had in the past with someone else that didn't end so well, or maybe had some issues. And there's a reluctancy here to want to engage with this person, given what happened in the past with someone else. So take it how it resonates to you, past person or new person. Either way, there's hesitation to enter or re-enter a connection with an individual. Ace of Cups to the High Priestess. That's this offer. Offer opportunity in the month of January comes in for the Scorpio collective. And there seems to be a feeling here of, I don't want to make the decision on whether or not I'm accepting this Ace of Cups with my head. I don't want to make the decision to accept this Ace of Cups with my heart. I really need to use my intuition. I don't want to make the same mistake or end up in the same situation, environment, or connection I previously had, again, either with this person or with another person. The feeling seems to be here, I don't know what to do. Moon to the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, I should have called that moon card even before it came out, because it is a new chapter. It is a new cycle. But again, there's worries and doubts and fears and anxiety. What if I'm getting myself involved with this person again? Or I'm continuing the connection with this person again, and that cycle from the past, that Seven of Swords, is going to repeat itself. Or I'm entering a cycle with this new person, but because of some early red flags I'm already noticing, it's feeding my fears and insecurities that maybe just by chance I'm repeating a negative cycle. Maybe I'm not ready yet to engage with someone new. So again, take it how it resonates to you. But this Ace of Cups comes your way, and then we see you Temperance to the Four of Cups. You're like, I don't know. Because in the Four of Cups, the Ace of Cups is being offered, and the person is not sure if they want to accept it. And usually they're not sure if they want to accept it because they're looking at three cups that, have spilled over. And that reminds me a lot of the Five of Cups, which we don't have on the table, but that seems to be the energy here. Recalling something that didn't work out in the past, whether with this person or someone else, and now having this opportunity to have a new connection with this person or a new connection with a new person. And the feeling here is, I want to go really slow. I'm excited, right? Temperance is Sagittarius energy. It's fire energy. So it's like, I want to move forward on this, but I'm very reluctant. And I'm very reluctant because of what happened last time I was in this, situation. You then have the Two of Swords to the Six of Cups. This is what I mean. If this is someone from the past or someone you're currently involved with, and you see them as a soulmate, but it's been a difficult connection, yeah, you don't know if you want to reconnect, and you don't know if you want to continue the connection. And for others of you, like I said, if this is an entirely new person, because sometimes aces do represent new, then the feeling here is, I just don't want to repeat a mistake. And I think that's how you're looking at this particular connection in your life that you felt soul bonded to, or you felt was a soulmate. There's a part of you that feels like maybe I stayed in it too long. Maybe I tolerated too much. I don't ever want to find myself in that situation again. So you seem to be undecided here when it comes to this. It's a new offer. It's a new opportunity. But like I said, for some of you, it's with a past person. For others of you, it's with a new person. You just don't know if you're ready yet to engage in a new connection. Flanking the Ace of Cups to the High Priestess, Queen of Wands to King of Wands. This is mutual desire. This is mutual attraction to move towards something new. Again, this could be the new person, or this could be your past person. There is a desire here to want to engage in the Ace of Cups. There's no doubt about that, especially if this is a romantic partnership. These are two individuals who are highly, highly attracted to one another. But the feeling here seems to be, I just don't want to feel that again. So Seven of Cups to that Five of Pentacles. Like if this is a past person, your feeling here is almost like, it took me a lot to get over you. I didn't think I ever, I never thought that I could. At that time, I didn't think I could get over you. And somehow I did, because in the After Tarot deck and the Five of Pentacles, this person is no longer out in the cold. They went inside that place. They went inside the temple, the church, whatever you want to call that. And they're coming out. On their back is a sack of goods. So they're no longer out in the cold. They're no longer starving. They're no longer waiting for breadcrumbs. So it's almost a feeling like, God, it took me so long to get over you. I don't know if I want you back. And for those of you where you're still in the connection with the person, but it's been difficult, you're like, wow, it takes me a lot to survive in this connection. And I just don't know if I want to continue doing it. Like I'm constantly having to go within, kind of like that Five of Pentacles, go within and have to nourish myself just to exist. It's very depleting. So Seven of Cups, I don't know if I want to continue doing this. And if this is a new person, your feeling here is, it took me so long to get over what transpired in that past connection. I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready to just wake up tomorrow and have a new best friend in my life. Because maybe for some of you, this is platonic. I feel like it's romantic, but if you want to take it platonic, you can. But again, it's like, I don't know. That last best friend I had screwed me over so badly. I don't know if I want to trust a new person. So that Seven of Wands to the Queen of Wands, you seem to be here interested. I'm going to tell you, you showed up twice as the Queen of Wands, whether you're masculine or feminine, because the first cards I lay out are your energy, typically, in the monthly spread. So whether you're masculine or feminine, and I've said this before in the readings, I always see the queens in tarot, all four, forged through fire. They exist presently because what they've gone through in their past. And then for me, the kings initiate into the future. Queens exist presently, and kings are future orientated. You seem to be very reflective in queen energy. Again, it's only energy, not body parts. Based upon what I've gone through in the past, this is how I'm existing presently. I have these walls. I have these boundaries. I'm less hesitant to jump into something just because it looks good, smells good, feels good, sounds good in the moment. Like, you really have learned from some past hardship or past heartaches. So when this individual here is presenting you with this Ace of Cups, doesn't matter if they're past, or present or new person. Your feeling here seems to be, I don't know. And therefore, as enticing as it is, because you are interested, as enticing as it is, I mean, you came up twice here. The feeling is, I don't know. And so I'm not going to move maybe as quickly into something as I did before. It's kind of like a wait and see. Wait, take it slow and see what this person does or doesn't do. Eight of Swords to the Queen of Cups, because the last time you opened up your heart or you were emotionally vulnerable, you were left up in your head. You were left feeling neglected or abandoned. Whoever the other entity was, they didn't meet you emotionally where you were at. Maybe they had a different kind of love language than you did. And my person, I have been having, I don't want to say we're having issues, discussions, very, very in-depth discussions. He's definitely a Knight of Wands, but anyway, he's definitely a King of Wands energy. I'll be nice. But in terms of the relationship, he shows up as a King of Cups. He's emotionally balanced, but he keeps his emotions to himself. He's an active service guy. I like my coffee a certain way. He knows how to make it. I need something done around the house. He knows how to do it, and he does it. So he's an active service. This is how I show you I love you. I picked up your favorite apple turnovers on the way home, that kind of thing. I shoveled the walkway. It's acts of service, but actually like expressing it, not very good at it. And I need more verbal expression. So there's just something here. I feel like there was a mismatch in the past between you and a person. Again, I don't know if this is the same one coming back around again, but it just seems to be the last time I was emotionally vulnerable, I was left up in my head because I was not met where I was at. So whoever this other counterpart was, it either like friend, I don't really think we're talking family here. It could either be a friend or it's a lover. The feeling was they didn't meet you where you were at. They didn't have the emotional depth where you were at that time. And you seem to be very reluctant here. As the Queen of Cups is taking the lid off the chalice and looking at that Ace of Cups, it's like, it's enticing, but I don't know if I can open up myself to this or to this again. Because last time I did, it didn't feel really good. Seven of Swords to the 10 of Cups. Man, what an energy. This is, you might be, after all, the best thing that will ever happen to me in my whole life. And if I don't move forward with this, you could be the biggest regret of mine, right? That I didn't accept the Ace of Cups. And then there's that secondary feeling of, but maybe if I do accept it and move forward with you, I'm sabotaging my ability to find the 10 of Cups elsewhere. So it's a really, really interesting energy. I'm going to clarify this a little bit more for you because you seem to be a little stuck here in the month with this Ace of Cups, not knowing if you want to go for it or not go for it. Now, I can tell you in February, you're going for something. I don't know what it is with that Three of Cups, the Tower to the Ace of Wands. I don't know if you have someone else coming in or if this person's going to amp it up here. I don't know. I'm going to clarify it for you just because I don't want you to spend all of January contemplating February, but you're definitely getting involved with something in February, and you seem to be very excited about it. So yeah, for some of you, January will be heavy contemplation about whether or not you want to continue engaging with this person or re-engaging. And then it looks like for a lot of you, you're going to move forward with that person in February. Just hate to tell you that. For others of you, if it's a new person, you're taking it exceedingly slow, very much a wait and see attitude. And then it looks like come February, you're a little bit more comfortable with moving forward with it. Want to clarify a couple of things here for you before we clarify February. Clarify that King of Wands. And then we'll see what they're offering you. Clarify the King of Wands. Right now we've got fire on the table. fire and air here on the table for this person. Tell me more about the King of Wands. It could be Queen. Again, I don't read body parts. Okay, it's just an energy. This is the energy of someone. I'm taking the initiative to offer the Ace of Cups to you. That's all that is. And look, they actually like literally have it in their hand. This person also thinks that they're going to be lucky because the gecko in or salamander in tarot, this king in this deck, his entire robe is cloaked in salamander, and he's holding a salamander, which is exceptional look. And then look here, the Ace of Wands in February, holding the salamander again. So whomever this is, past, present, or future, past, present, new, you know, I do see you accepting their salamander. Accepting their salamander in February. So yeah, whether they're masculine or feminine. Tell me about that King of Wands here. One more shuffle. Thank you, dear God. Six of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Four of Swords. I think this person is not going away. Whether it's a past person, your current person, or a new person. I don't think they're going away. They want victory here. There's a little bit of ego here. There's a little bit of ego, and there's a little bit of whatever it takes. I'm either going to get you back, or I'm going to keep you, or if it's a new person, I'm going to get you. There's, yeah. Four Swords, that Nine of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Knight of Cups. This person is determined to connect with you or reconnect with you. Again, you're going to have to take it how it resonates to you. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. What are they offering here? What are they offering here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Ace of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. I thought we had the Nine of Cups right. No, we have the 10. Sorry. Nine of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Page of Swords. This person, their offer is long-term stability. If you see my readings before, and you probably have if you remember, King to the Queen of Pentacles is, I'm in it for the long run. So if this is by chance platonic, then this is the friend who's offering you lifelong committed friendship. Like, hey, Scorpio, I'm going to be there for you through thick and thin. I'm not going to be like those past people that screwed you over or badmouthed you or gossiped about you. Or no, I want to add to the emotional stability in your life. And if this is a romantic partner, which I think for most of you it is, this is what this person is offering you. Long-term, stable connection. Again, I don't think you're trusting it very much, but there is communication here. There we go with that Six of Cups and the Ten of Cups. This person's going to tell you, hey, if you're looking for long-term commitment, so am I. I just don't think you trust it. You know what? Before I get into this deck, clarify that Seven of Swords. Because your feeling here is, I don't want to say no to this and then sabotage my ability to have the Ten of Cups in my life. But I also don't want to stay in something that could be sabotaging me from acquiring the Ten of Cups in my life somewhere else. Seven of Swords for Scorpio. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Seven of Swords, Six of Cups again. Page of Swords and the Page of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, Three of Swords. I never want to feel this again, whether it's with you or with someone else. That's the feeling here. Yeah. And I don't, if this is found if that Ten of Cups is found somewhere else, I don't know if I want to re-engage with someone who's already brought me to my knees, right? Emotionally speaking. It's just going to delay me finding the Ten of Cups elsewhere. There's a lot of apprehension here. Tell me about that Ten of Cups. I can't tell you what to do. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Four of Swords, healing that broke, or Three of Swords, which is like the Four of Swords in the After Tarot deck because the swords are out of the heart. Four of Swords, we go right back to the Seven of Cups and the Hierophant, bottom of the deck, Eight of Wands. Your feeling seems to be here. I don't want to keep repeating myself and wasting your time, but the feeling here is either I have healed the heart from what this past person did, and although I'm open to engaging with a new person, I'm hesitant because I don't want it to crash and burn like it did in the past. And if it's that same person or your current person is looking to repair and reconcile and reconnect and all that, yeah, the feeling here is like, I don't really know if we can go the distance because I've tried it over and over again with you. And I just keep ending up Three of Swords, Four of Wands, Five of Pentacles. Every time I think that, you know, we're going to make it and it's going to be stable, you end up hurting me or you end up screwing me over. We go right back to the Moon card. Wow, Moon to the High Priestess. That's twice here. So yeah, this time around, you seem to be extraordinarily cautious about whether or not you want to engage with this individual. I'm going to clear these off of the table real quick before we get into the oracle cards. Why do I keep doing that? I keep putting the one deck in your deck. I'm going to leave the main ones out here. Actually, you know what? I'm being told to take them as well. All right. Let's give your deck a good shuffle. And then we're going to get into February. Because, again, I don't want you wasting all of January focused on February. Clarify that. King of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Emperor. For Scorpio. Again, could be Queen of Swords, Princess of Wands, and the Empress. Just reading energy. Whoever that King of Wands is, or Queen, not giving up. Not giving up on us. Clarify that further, please. Clarify that further, please. One more shuffle. Thank you. Pull out every trick in the book. Pulling out every trick in the book. Four of Cups. That Ace of Cups that they're offering you, they will not be rejected. Knight of Swords and the Death card. There you are, Scorpio. Bottom of the deck, the Empress. This person does not want to be rejected by you. And they're going to tell you that. Whoever it is. They're going to have no problem telling you that. Like, I will not take no for an answer. I know it sounds kind of creepy weird if this is a romantic partnership, but this is like, no, you're not giving up on us, or I'm not giving up on us. If this is a new person, this person is adamantly trying to convince you that they are not like the past person. Like, you can't judge me based upon what that past woman or that past man did to you. Like, I deserve to get to know you. So yeah, whoever it is, not wanting to give up on getting to know you or give up on connecting to you or, you know, reconnecting with you, whatever this is. Tell me about that. Three of Cups to the Tower to the Ace of Wands. One more shuffle here. Thank you. This is being clarified by the Five of Swords, the Lovers, and the Ten of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Swords. This is Seven of Swords, Ace of Swords, and the Two of Swords. All right, that's really unique. This seems to be their energy, and this seems to be yours. What a flip. Isn't that different? What a flip. So maybe in the past, you were the pursuer and they were the runner. Could that be it? You were the chaser, they were the runner, and now it's flipped. Something has flipped here in this dynamic. They're now pursuing. They're now, I will not be rejected. I'm not giving up. And you seem to be like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to repeat this again. Seven of Swords. That's the truth. Ace of Swords. Two of Swords. So I feel like something has shifted here in the dynamic, whether this is the past person, current person, or new person. Maybe in the past you were the pursuer, and this time around you're not. You're not chasing anyone this time around because of what you've gone through in the past. I don't think the cross watcher is watching this. You're probably going to go ahead with it because in the Lover's card, the person is accepting the other person's apple. Just going to say. How does this play out here for Scorpio in February? I think most of you will try this. One more shuffle here. Thank you. How does this play out for you in February? Page of Cups, the Offer, the Star, and the Six of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Three of Swords. But again, in the After Tarot deck, it's healed. I think you give this person the benefit of the doubt by the time you get to the month of February. I think you're cautious, whether, again, past person, current, or new. I think you're cautious, but you are accepting their cup. Yeah, without a doubt. You're like, it's just so we're going to wait and see now if history is going to repeat itself. Three of Swords, the Empress again, and the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, you're your energy here in February seems to be like, if this can go the distance and we end up in the 10 of Pentacles, great. But if it doesn't, I'm okay in the 9. Look at that right behind that, the King of Wands. I'm okay in the 9. So whoever this is, you're going to give them the benefit of the doubt. But it looks like you're going into this with the mindset of, if this works out, fantastic. And if it doesn't, if it crashes and burns like it did in the past or whatever, I'm good on my own too. Really powerful energy here for you. But yeah, looks like a bit of a role reversal here for the Scorpio collective. And that is definitely a good thing. Let's get you some oracle cards and we'll close it out with kippers. One oracle card here for what was the first row. Or just give me 3 oracle cards. How about that? 3 oracle cards for the month of January. For Scorpio, thank you. Okay, got a couple more, but we will take them. You have savings, clearing debt, words of abundance, have courage, and focus on your priorities. I think that's what you're doing. First of all, I do think you're clearing some karmic debt with that past person, whether they're coming back around or not. There seems to be a clearing here of karmic debt. You are speaking words of abundance. I think whatever this connection is, you want it to go the distance. It looks like you're going to have the courage to do just that, but you're also not losing yourself in a connection. Again, you will continue to focus on your priorities. Again, that feeling is, if this works out, great. And if it doesn't, I'm good on my own. And I learned that because of what transpired here in the past. It's safe for you to receive. I think by the end of the month or mid-month in January, that seems to be the feeling, is it's safe for me to try this, but I'm not going to rush head first, and I'm definitely not pursuing anyone. Like, if they want to be my friend, they're going to show up the right way. I'm not going to teach someone how to be my friend. And if this is a lover, they're going to have to show up the right way. I'm not going to teach anyone how to love me properly. But I think that's the realization you're going to come to about mid-month. 2 more cards here. Maybe you turn the game around this time by doing relationship differently. Maybe that's what happens here. You have increased awareness. Yeah, maybe by doing it differently. Deep connection. Trust your inner voice. This is a very deep connection. I'll tell you that. It's a very deep soulmate connection. We saw the 6 of Cups multiple times. We have the match Emperor, Empress, Queen of Wands, King of Wands. I mean, we didn't see the 2 of Cups. I'm kind of glad we didn't, because that seems to be like very surface level soulmate energy for me, at least in the private reads that I've done. So I do think that, you know, that whoever this person is, you do have a deep connection with them. I think you're trusting that. I just don't think you trust them. I think you trust the connection. You just don't trust this person. It's like they have to prove themselves to you. Expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. Yeah, I don't think you're forcing anything. Just like, if what'll be, will be, right? If it works out, great. And if it doesn't, I'm good on my own. And then you have voice of truth. Stand strong. Focus on your purpose, on your priorities. Release the fear of persecution. Speak your truth. Maybe you will tell this person, I'm going to try again, or I'm going to go out on a date with you again, whomever, whatever this is, but I want it to work out. But if it doesn't, I'm good. That seems to be your priority here, is you're putting yourself first this time around. Something shifted. Something shifted in the Scorpio collective. I just don't feel like you're chasing people anymore. I don't think you're chasing people anymore. And that might be the energetic shift that was needed to now draw in the people that you need or that you want. Let's get 6 cards here total. We'll get 2, 2, 2 for you. We have Journey, kind of came out on the side there a little bit. Again, the feeling is, I don't know if I want to continue or embark on this journey with this person. Distant horizons, journey, 3 to 6 months. You're going to take this very slow. Whoever this person is, you're going to make them earn. They're going to have to earn you this time. If it's a new person, it kind of is a feeling like they're sort of paying for whatever the past person did. And if it's the past person returning, they're going to have to really prove themselves. There's no instant gratification here. Although if this is in a romantic partnership, I do see intimacy here for you, a lot of it, in the month of February. But in respect to your full involvement in, like, we're going to title this, I'm going to marry you, like, no, this is wait and see, 3 to 6 months. It seems here that you want to see consistent reciprocity from this person, not a 1 time, not a 2 time. I don't think you're saying no to the sex. I gotta be honest with you. But in terms of long term, it looks like this person's going to need to show up consistently in order to win you over or win you back. 2 cards here, please. Yeah, false person, because you don't know if you can trust it. That very much is 7 of Swords energy. You don't know if you could trust whoever this is. Adjudication. The jury is still out. Almost came out sideways, kind of on an angle. The jury is still out whether or not you can trust this person, whomever they may be. And 2 cards here for that final row. One more. Thank you. Courtship. There's your partnership. Oh, I grabbed another card there underneath on accident. Sorry. Courtship, house, and great fortune. Yeah, you're just not sure. I feel like you want the real deal. Whoever this person is, seems here that you want the real deal, and you're willing to take it slow, which is unlike you, honestly, unlike us. But this seems to be 3 to 6 month period. Very wait and see. In the meantime, if it's a friend, we'll go out and we'll have some great times. We'll go to the movies, we'll go to concerts. If it's a love partner, we'll do a lot of fun things together, and we'll have some new experiences and probably a lot of sex as well. But in terms of me putting my heart on the line, remember, you came through in fire energy here. The only cup we saw as a main suit card for you was the Queen of Cups, just taking that lid off the chalice and looking in and going, the last time I gave my heart away, someone stomped all over it. So the jury's still out before you are fully emotionally invested in whomever this person is. But that is what I have for you, Scorpio, for the month of January 2026. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you can do that. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.